Liquor Talk, a brand new episode starts now. Welcome everybody to another edition of Grown Folks Conversation with some liquor involved. I'm your man Victor, holding it down here in Florida. And today's episode, we got a returning guest. This guest came on during either season 4 or season 5 of Liquor Talk. It is their birthday weekend, and they're coming on the podcast. She's having these amazing conversations. Let's have one with her today. You heard me on her podcast a few weeks ago. Now she's coming back to Liquor Talk to continue the conversation. Podcast out of South Carolina. It's Glo from the Conversations with Glo Podcast. How you doing, Glo? And happy birthday.
I am doing great. I am doing fabulous. God is good. God is amazing. I do want to thank you, Victor, for having me on. So therefore we can have a good old conversation. And if anybody want to hit me up, make sure that you come follow me on Instagram at conversations.with.glo, and that is conversations with a K, as y'all see on the screen. Make sure y'all come holler at me and follow me. And if you also want to be a guest on Conversations with Glo Podcast, just be sure to hit me up in my DM, or you can go to my email address that is definitely located in my bio on Instagram. Boom, y'all.
That's real. That's real. Y'all definitely hit her up for a good time. So how you been doing since the last time we spoke? Which was on your podcast.
I've been doing really good. Like I said, I'm just blessed beyond measures. Like I really feel good.
Hey, I don't know what happened to her. She come back. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna bring her back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna bring her back. We're gonna bring her back on. I don't know what happened to her. She has some technical difficulties. You know how that goes. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk once again. We're gonna hold out. She should be coming back on. Shout out to everybody that's checking this out right now. Listen, we're going to definitely get into the dating scene because everybody and their mama have been complaining about it. So right now, I will take this minute while I'm waiting for Glo to get back home. Any sponsors, y'all holler at your boy. Here she is.
I don't know
Hey,
what happened. I am so sorry.
all right. I hope
I
you
have
got it
no
all
clue.
straightened out.
I do. I do.
Yeah, and I know you're on the road right now, so I definitely appreciate you hopping on for your boy, you know what I'm saying? So on the road for your birthday weekend. So for the people that didn't listen to this episode beforehand, tell the people a little about the Conversations with Glo Podcast, because one thing I've learned about podcasts, you got to keep updating everybody on what your podcast is about. So why don't you tell the people what your podcast is about?
So, okay, so my podcast went from me interviewing to me having live stream on Facebook, just talking about many different topics, and now I find myself being more about talking about relationships. Really, it's just it's so much that we can talk about relationships these days, especially with these skits that they be coming out with, getting people different perspectives about things, about relationships anyway, because we are all different, we are all unique, and so therefore that allows for us to actually think differently. So I like having these conversations in regards with relationships, just to see where people head is. And I also like, like changing people minds. Like people change my minds about a lot of, I said minds, I only got one mind, y'all. People change my mind about a lot of things, and sometimes I'll be trying to change their mind about stuff. But that's basically what Conversations with Glo is about. It's definitely a relationship podcast right now, because it's mine and I can switch it up anytime I want.
Hey, as you got to, you know what I'm saying? So what really decided you said, hey, I want to really hone in on talking about relationships? Because I know some people they get tired of hearing the podcast about relationships. I don't know what's wrong with those people because hey, I enjoy hearing their perspectives.
Me too. Basically, when I see, to be honest with you, Victor, I don't know what actually drew me into, just basically focusing on just relationship part. I mean, just talking about relationships, but it's a lot that goes on. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I feel like it's way more because now we have social media. We have things to actually distract us and things as such. So yeah, that's just basically how I feel right now.
That's real. That's definitely real. Now with I know we're in the month of September, and then before you know it'll be in October, and before you know it, we'll be in 2025. What is some advice you have to people who keep I don't know if you got people that hit you about starting a podcast, but I've been seeing that a lot. Like, hey, I'm interested in starting a podcast. What do I need to do? So what's your advice to those people who say they want to start a podcast?
My advice is that I have an ebook. So if you do want to, start your podcast, you can definitely hit me up and I can send that ebook to you for a small fee. But if you're going to start up your podcast, do it how you want to do it. You know, um, everybody, they feel like that you should have this regimen in regards, so therefore you can get sponsors and this and that and the third. But it's just go at your own pace, and don't forget that you matter. So that means, when I say that you matter, that means that you need to take time for yourself. That means that sometimes you need to put the podcast on the side and actually focus on your life as well too. Like me, like I took the month of September off from posting on the radio station. So therefore it's just like, I'm still recording, but I gave myself less work because it's my birthday month. So I gave myself less work because I'm the one that do the editing, the everything. People taught me along the way, which is A1. You definitely, I'm gonna say this, you definitely have to have those people in your corner that don't mind seeing you flourish. You got to have those people in your corner that don't mind providing you with information that you may need or helping you in a time of need. And also the people that don't mind coming on to your podcast as well too, to actually support you, and they're not looking for anything because they know that the conversation is going to be a dope conversation. So just do it at your own speed. If you want to get a regimen, if you want sponsorships and all that stuff, seek out for it. But don't allow for it to become a chore. Allow for it to do something that is fun for you to do.
Yes, yes, I definitely agree with you on that because when I felt like somebody's just doing it as a chore, I had kicked their ass to the curb. Like, for those of you who know, I had a co-host during season 2. That co-host started treating it like it's a chore. I had to tell that co-host, "I love you, but you gotta go straight up." Because you know
And
what? If you gonna treat this like a damn chore, you gonna treat my vision like a chore. You gotta go.
I'm gonna say this also, being that you said that you had a co-host, I already knew off top, Victor, that I did not want a co-host because I didn't want to be on somebody else's timing. I didn't want to be on nobody else's timing, and I didn't want nobody to be on my timing. The only time that I wanted them to be on is when I have guests that's coming on my show. We all meet up at the same time, this and that and the third. But to have a co-host, I feel like that's hard work. It's a lot of podcasters that's out there doing it. They're making it work, this and that and the third. But if you feel like that you're an army by yourself, then go for it. Because again, I've been doing it by myself for a very long time, but I got people in the background that actually help me. But I've been doing for a long time, like by myself. And don't let nobody pressure. If you feel like, that, you and your co-host go hand in hand, this and that and the third. But also, it's other things that you got to respect of your co-host, like their time, and reading their body language, making sure that they in it the way that you're in it. It's a lot that go behind it. That's why I tell anybody, like, I think it's good to actually start off with yourself and then try to see if a co-host is needed.
Yeah, I definitely feel you right there because it's like, and if I would have known that, I would have just been a one man wrecking crew from the start because I don't know what it is about people in wherever you're at, but no one wants to show up and support. But there are people that are outside of your city and your hometown in your state they will show up faster for you than the people that are within that right straight from you, and I find that so weird.
I'm gonna tell you this: Shanby, Potton, Bayway, um, goodness, the Dirty Diana, like everybody that has been on my show, I'm gonna say they have definitely shown it. You know what I'm saying? They show up for me, and the people that don't make it on or whatever, like, I feel like that's their loss, not my loss. It's their loss. So I feel like that, people that actually takes time for you and want to come and support you, those are the people that you should focus on.
Of course, and that's what the energy's been going, and we've been That's where the energy's been going, and that's where we got to keep the energy going. So,
Mhm.
shout out
Mhm.
to all those podcasters who show up for the other podcasters. If you don't, you're missing out. Like Lo said, you really are missing out on good conversations, good vibes, good networking, and you never know. So, you definitely missing out. So,
Yeah, just like how I hit you up and you was down to be on it, and like I was down to be on yours, you need to stay connected to those people that don't mind supporting you.
always, like I already told you, if you ever need me to come back on again, just let me know, and I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, hey,
same here.
there's nothing. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's look. So, with a heavy heart, I do want to say rest in peace and prayers go out to the families of Rich Homie Quan, to
Yeah,
Frankly Beverly, and also
yeah.
to James Earl Jones. I'm like, those are just three prominent black men we lost in the span of a week. I'm just like,
Okay, so hold on, Victor. Who is James? James, you said who?
James Earl Jones, you know, the guy that did the voiceovers for Mufasa
Oh,
in The Lion
Mufasa.
King
Yeah, I seen
and Darth
that.
Vader in Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah. I think all three of those was just it was. I think it took everybody by a whirlwind, but I've always told that it comes in three. I'm holding up four. It comes in three.
Damn, you know you're right. It does come in three. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that. I'm like, wow, it's like, and the Rich Homie Quan, it kind of struck me for surprise because I'll be his age in a few months. You know what I'm saying? And once again, by the way, happy birthday to you again. You know what I'm saying? So,
Thank
and
you.
I'll be, like I said, I'll be Rich Homie Quan's age in a few months. So that one kind of hit home because, and also his music was came out when he was at his peak. I was at the end of my time in college, so that's why it's like, wow.
When Rich Homie Quan came out for me, as you know, I'm 5 years older than you. Well, get ready to be 5 years older than you. And Rich Homie Quan came out, and he to me he was really dope. Like it just something that I had done. I was like, okay, so I like his music. Like I didn't know that he was suffering from drug addiction. I guess because I never just really watched any interviews that had Rich Homie Corner, because I did not see interviews just really trending like that until he passed away. Like I be on Twitter too much to not know that Rich Homie Corner been on somebody's podcast. You get what I'm saying? And then for us to know, like once he passed away, then that's when what I'm saying. Then that's when we know, like this man was suffering from drug addiction. Like he had talked about how he had got on Molly and stuff like that. And then also, I just want to put this out too. When it comes, being that we're talking about relationships tonight, I feel like this. Okay, if you are a side piece, I feel like that you should remain one, even if that person was to pass away and you are what I'm saying, and you're mourning and you grieving. I also feel like that should be something that should be kept between you, and if you have a circle of friends, it should be kept between you and your circle of friends. I don't feel like that everything is actually needed for social media. I feel like a lot of people chase after clout when people are dead. Just like Erica Banks, and he had many other girls posting him on their social media, and they know that this dude basically passed away at his girlfriend house. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I wonder how she feels in regards with all this being let out. Like, dang, like she probably knew that her man was a cheater, that probably ended him up on the couch, or anything like that in that matter. But again, I feel like that it should, like, if you know that he has a girlfriend, I feel like that the outside people should actually respect the relationship, especially in a time of grieving.
Yeah, that's well said. I can't even argue with you on that. It's like that is well said. You need to know your lane, and as a side person, you gotta know your role and know your lane. It's
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
no, don't try to take that for your spotlight just to get some clout, because clout don't even be lasting that long nowadays. So
Mm-mm.
it's like
It's
it's
just like
sad.
a couple of days, then boom, you gone. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like, so you doing this only for a couple of days to shine? Like, if any, like, more into your friends, text your friends, tell your friends how you felt about this dude, like, or how you felt about this girl. Like, it shouldn't be social media business. Everybody just jump out and just go to social media about every single thing, and it's just like, what do we keep to ourselves now? What do we keep to ourselves?
Apparently nothing in there. It's like, and I know you saw people go the most randomest stuff, and it's like nobody keeps anything to ourselves, and it's sad, and that's like, and you need to keep some things to yourself because you don't need to be. Don't need to be in your business because
Exactly.
those people can use things against you down the line. Yeah, shit, dropped off again. There you are. There you are. Um, but it's like you can't be, because once you put it on social media, that's public record. And anybody can access that down the line. So, like, say if you get caught up in some shit, man, you're gonna give the feds a case. And
Here I go.
all right, all right, all
I'm
right.
sorry.
But yeah, we
Right,
were just
like you're
saying.
gonna you definitely gonna catch a case behind it because people putting that they selling weed. Like I don't know why folks don't think that police is not on social media.
And you know what's funny is there are some officers, there are some jurisdictions down here in Florida that they will flaunt on social media as well. Like, hey, we're on here just to let you know. And then there'll be some sheriff, they'll put his big ass poster, this trap house closed by this officer. I'm like, y'all some dumbasses. Y'all gave y'all the total yourselves, and now the cops got this big ass flyer said this trap house has been shut down by the so and so county sheriff's office. Nice going, motherfuckers. But yeah. But once again, passed away to those three prominent black men as well. Frankie Beverly, you know what I'm saying? That man, he sunk his heart out,
Yeah, he
So
did.
it's like we always went to cookouts. We had the Frankie Beverly Amaze playing, man. It's not gonna hit the same.
It's not. It's not gonna. When I seen it, I was just like, oh, like I just, I was sad for a couple of seconds because I was like, damn, this man was 89, 89, eighty
Damn.
nine years old. Like I still look at that as being young. That's just me. Like, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty much sure that he lived his life. And that he did what was pleasing to him, and that's pleasing us in regards with giving us music. This man ain't never just really made new music like that, but his old music hit.
Man,
It
his old music stay hitting. I guarantee you, go to one of our aunts uncles having a cookout. Somebody got that song blasting.
You better know it. You better know it.
Yes, yes. And we wanted his version. No disrespect to Beyonce, but you can't mess up a classic. So
And I'm not a Beyonce hater, but everybody, I like line dancing, but I'm not like a line. Like one song that I hate that's line dancing is "Wobble Baby." Why I hate that song, and I don't know why I hate that. But
not
when Beyonce, what you say?
not you hate that song. And what's funny is there's a rapper from Atlanta that made that damn song. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's just like a big girl. It was just I don't know. I guess it's like I don't know. You could call it insecure or what. It doesn't even matter what you call it. But it was just like a big girl. Want you like what? Like want all the women back?
Yeah. But
Why you
man, I
can't say
remember
all the women?
I don't know what the young man was thinking, but it's like I remember going to homecoming. Everybody was getting it when that song came on.
Yeah.
well,
I never
well,
tried to
baby.
learn to dance or anything. I was just like, every time that song came on, Victor, I'd be standing in the corner in the club because I ain't doing this.
Man, I'll just be sitting there like whenever that song came on at like homecoming or certain events, I'll be sitting there just watching everybody out there trying to hit the wall. But even the baby's trying to hit the wall. But I said, go ahead, little baby. Y'all got these little ass kids trying to hit this dance.
right. But Beyonce, I think she meant well in regards with coming out with her version of the Before I Let Go. But at the end of the day, it won't be the same.
Yeah, it definitely won't be the same, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to those prominent black men. It's not gonna be the same without him, but we're gonna keep pushing for him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. Remember, this podcast sounds a whole lot better when you have some liquor. Some need you to go ahead and get some liquor if you haven't done so already, and support this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts at. Did you know that September is Take a Man on a Date month? And I want to know how many women actually do that, though. What you
I
think?
do that.
I know you do it, but you strike me as somebody that would actually do that. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So, yeah, you seem like that type that you will probably take a man out on a date and wouldn't have no problems about it.
No, I really don't. I wish I would have known that this month was Take a Man Out on a Date instead of last month, because I mean, at the end of the day, like, I went on 2 dates, and and I was just like, they were surprised that I had it. And it was just like, oh, you doing that? I was like, yeah, it ain't no problem. I feel like, okay, so here's the thing. I seen something on Snapchat today, and it was like, so men always nagging about how females coming at them because of their money, boom, boom, boom. And the man was like, if I'm an alpha male, then my place is to provide. Then I want my woman to come after me for my money, because I'm supposed to provide. And I feel like if a woman is sitting out here making herself to be such a alpha woman, then my thing, which I feel like sometimes there's no such thing, but I feel like sometimes there's no such thing as alpha men or alpha women, but folks do what they do. But if you call yourself an alpha woman, then I feel like that a man should get treated sometimes. You shouldn't always look for a man to always do something for you, because men like to be shot too, just as well as women. So I don't see anything wrong with a woman taking a man out on a date. At the end of the day, you're showing that you appreciate him. You showing that you care about him and things as such. Men, you know what though, Victor? I realized that it's a lot of men that don't celebrate their birthdays. They don't get birthday gifts. Like, it's crazy out here. And it's just like, so why is you giving your penis basically to somebody that really don't give a fuck about you, really?
That's true. I think a lot of men do that because they just want the enjoyment, I guess, but they need to reevaluate their lives. And it's like, you're right. There's a lot of men that don't celebrate their birthday because there's nobody that really celebrate us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody show us love about that. But, and
And that's
sometimes this
crazy.
man, it is crazy. And then sometimes this man just see it as another day. It's like, no, it's like, we got to celebrate ourselves. If we can't celebrate ourselves, how we expect others to celebrate us, you know?
Mhm. 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 And it's just like, and also, and this is what I also feel as well too. A lot of women be sitting up here saying how something's sassy. Oh, like, even with taking a man out on a date. Oh, well, he was sassy because he let me pay for the bill. He didn't even try to reach for his wallet. But it's just like, but if you had intentions on paying, why would he want to? I mean, I get it. What's cool? Like, if both of y'all reach for y'all pocket, well, I reach for my pocketbook, he reached for his wallet, and I get out quick enough. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, but I need for females to quit thinking that everything is sassy as well too, because everything is not sassy with men. Yes, men. At the end of the day, we also have to understand that men are human as well too, and they also have feelings as well too. And again, as I go back to what I just previously said, men like to be appreciated as well too. So quit thinking that everything is so sassy out here with these men when it's really not. We're just basically humans, and we all have feelings and emotions. Plain and
Yes,
simple.
that is so true. And so I'm glad one woman on a podcast realized that because I be seeing some women on these other podcasts,
And no,
they
I'm
act
not a
like
pick
it's like
me.
she ain't no goddamn pick me. Y'all need to grow up with that goddamn thinking shit. Hell no, you ain't no goddamn pick me. Hell no, you a real woman. That's how a fucking real woman thinks, you know what I'm saying? You ain't no goddamn pick me, you know what I'm saying? And the only people
Hmm.
that call you pick me are the people who they're not gonna do that. And those people are gonna be single and bitter, and then they're gonna be they'll be 50 and 60 years old, come back on and they said, I'm single, I want a boyfriend. Ma'am,
Yep.
You spent
Yep.
your best years of your life talking about, oh, I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that for a man. Ma'am, have all the damn seats. And it's like,
She
and
ain't
it's
gonna have
always the
no
ones,
seats.
right? And it's always the ones that call men sassy. Them the ones that can't take accountability
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. About so he want me to say that I'm sorry. Oh, he's sassy for even want me to say that I'm sorry. Like, bitch, are you serious?
But I
Are you
guarantee you,
for
if it's
real?
but let it be a man she really wants, you know what I'm saying? Or she'll probably do it if it's a man she really wants. And
Yep.
knowing her, the man she probably really wants, he ain't even looking at her like that. He probably looking at you as a side piece.
You want to know what I realized, Victor? And
What you realize?
it's always been a cat and mouse game. And if you think about it, like we always chasing after something that don't want us, and what we chasing after of is currently chasing after somebody that don't want them. So it's like full circle. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
That
noticed
I
that too.
realized that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because you around here curving the man for this for another reason, and the man you eyeing, he ain't even looking your way, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe he treat you like shit, you know, and you're
Ain't
just taking it.
looking, ain't looking that way at all, at all.
Yeah, or you're probably just, you know what I'm saying, just taking the shit because you want them. It's like you could be in a healthy relationship and not take no crap. People don't realize that.
But I will also say as well too, don't if okay, like I just mentioned, it's a cat and mouse game. And my thing is, don't allow for the cat to chase you, or don't allow. Well, a mouse is not gonna chase the cat, but y'all get what I'm saying. Um, don't allow for it to keep going if you find no interest in that person. Like, be straight up. Like, be straight up. Like if you know that this is something that you're not interested in, don't I hate ghosting. I you remember I told you that. I told you on my show that people
Yeah.
just just stop talking to me. And it's just like sometimes it leaves me with my feelings hurt sometimes it don't. But I just feel like if you knowing that you are really not interested in a person, it should start right there at the beginning. Don't try to give that person a chance and then be like, well, you done got the goods, and then you don't want to no longer talk to that person. That's rude and that's cruel. Like, quit trying to just get some available pussy and some an available penis, and just really be real and just be like, hey. And I don't even understand how anybody can sleep with anybody that they really don't like, but they do it, and it be a majority of men that's doing it. You get what I'm saying? I don't really too much
Yeah.
know women that's gonna open their legs to somebody that they really don't like or really don't fuck with. But men is they are not ashamed to give their penis to somebody that they don't like for real, because they want a nut. And it's just like, well, can you just jack your dick for that? And they'd be like, yeah, I can, but it's a different type of feeling. But it's just like, well, find you a cut buddy. Don't be trying to cut on somebody that you really don't fuck with like that for real.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I definitely agree with you on that. I definitely feel that. And also, believe it or not, there's been some women that they've admitted that they've given some pity sex. I'm like, ma'am, pity sex ain't good. No, you just because you just gonna be laying there and you ain't even gonna be enjoying it. It's like, no, like I'd rather you just,
That
hey, just say you're not into
energy, that
it, ain't
energy
worth
would
it.
be so dry.
It'd be
Yeah, that's
trash energy for real. Like, hell
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Like, it's like, no, because if you gonna get this penis, you gotta be enthused about it. Something
On
shit, you know?
something. God
Yeah,
damn.
that's that's the problem with a lot of people nowadays. Y'all here really having sex. And, my last guest told me she was very picky. I'm like, y'all need to be like her. Be picky, motherfuckers. Shit.
Women are picky as to who they sleep with, but sometimes women can be vulnerable in regards with, I ain't gonna say just sleep with anybody, but like I said, men will lead them on to thinking that, hey, I like you a lot. Boom, boom, boom. Just so they can get some penis. I mean, just so that they can get some vagina, and then, going by their way. I've been on both ends. I can't even sit up here and lie. Like, I done been on both ends, and it's just like, it don't feel good when somebody is just using you for sex. It really don't. Not saying like, I was trying to look for like a committed relationship. I was just trying to look for some consistent penis. Men don't even like giving consistent penis nowadays, and it's just like,
Well, maybe because some of the men done got bored with it, you know what I'm saying? They want a new thrill because I don't know. It's like some men they get more excited for some new pussy than the same old pussy. But you know
they
what?
really do. Even been I've heard this with women. That's why men cheat sometimes while they in a relationship, because they want something new. They want the thrill. Like they chasing after. It's like they're chasing after a high that they once had before, and they trying to get that same high. And that high is not kicking into them. That same high is not kicking into them. So this is why they keep going and going and going and going until they're ready to stop.
Yeah, and you know what? And then guess what? I feel like when people all do the same thing as well because some people be cheating on the side because y'all women y'all better at hiding it than us. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all
Mm-hmm.
could be smiling on our face. You know what I'm saying? But then after y'all done with us, y'all could be like texting the next nigga, "Hey, come over. He ain't here no more." So it's just a game, you know.
Yeah. You're right. It can be a game sometimes. It just depends on who the female is. That's all I'm gonna
Damn. So
say.
you probably know some females like that then.
I mean, I know females of every kind. To be real with you,
Hey, you know what I'm saying? And don't feel bad. I know men are very kind too that just run through people like it's nothing. I'm like, damn, dog, slow down. You need to
I'm
rest,
telling
don't
you.
you? Shit.
If
You
like,
just
hey
running.
dog, I done hit Sarah in the bathroom, and then I went home and hit Felicia, and then when I left Felicia, I went home and hit Amber. Like, nigga, that's 3 pussies in one night. That's
And you know
crazy.
what's funny? And you know what's funny is some women y'all allow this. And also what's crazy thing is y'all will I guarantee one of them that he driving one of them cars. He ain't even
Mm-hmm.
got his own car. I'm like, how the fuck y'all let this man? I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you women? Y'all let
Mm-hmm.
this man drive. Shawty, you let this man drive your car, drop you off at work. Meanwhile, he right here fucking everybody else. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yep. Yep. I used to be one of them too. So
Listen, I've never met a woman that'll just let me borrow her car like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I've never met the only person that done let me hold their car. It was only my mom because my mom wanted to drive my car. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only. Literally, that I've never met a woman that was like, "Hey, you can just take my car for today if you need to." So
Yeah,
I've
that
never
used to
been
be
blessed with.
me. That used to be me,
Eh,
Vic. I used to be like, "Don't you got somewhere to go? You want to use my car?" Blah blah blah. I'm like yeah, that used to be me, but not
damn.
anymore. Not anymore. Like I've learned a whole lot. This is why I don't mind sitting up here talking about it, because I've learned. I've learned a whole lot.
Hey, you've learned, I've learned too, you know what I'm saying? And I've learned the hard way that not every woman need to be winded down. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure
Because
don't.
I used to be that man that will sit there and have the conversations with you, you know what I'm saying? And don't give a damn whether or not you have $2 in your bank account and knowing you just only use it. I used to be that, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays it's like, hell no. It's like,
Right. Right.
so now speaking about that, we're gonna pick up the conversation from your podcast. Do you feel like dating has become so transactional nowadays?
Okay. So I'm a say this from a from a Facebook post that I see, right? And the post had said that women shouldn't ask men for money. And what I said is that men shouldn't ask women for pussy if they can't give what the woman is asking for, right? Then of course I had somebody that jumps on my comment, and he was like, so it's more transactional for you, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, no, I feel like it's a difference in between me wanting to fuck you and you wanting to fuck me. If you want to fuck me, then I feel like that you should have something that you want to give to me besides penis. Now, if I want to fuck you and you asking like, "Hey, you gotta pay for this dick," then that might not say that's not a desperate thing. I'm just being real. Like it might just happen, but at the end of the day, if you think about it, everything is like really transactional. And why I say that is because if you take a woman out on a date, what you doing? You paying for it, right? So if you
Mm-hmm.
take out on a date a couple more times, that means you don't pay for it. Then probably like the fourth time you take out on a date, she decide that she want to sleep with you. You really done paid for the pussy for real because you done took her on these dates, right? And when I told somebody that, they was like, no, that's not. I was like, yes, it's really that for real. Like you really done paid for the pussy already for real. Just because you're not necessarily placing the money in her hand, you done paid for the pussy if you done took her out on a couple of dates already. You ain't smashed the first date, the second date, the third date, but you smashed that fourth date. And depending on how much the goddamn the date was, whether y'all went out to dinner, went went racing with the four wheelers, went to throw axes or anything, you buy her drinks and stuff like that, that's paying for the pussy.
Pretty much, that definitely is. And it's like, now, why do some women let this man pay for the pussy, knowing damn well I really don't want to fuck this man, but they'll entertain it though.
Somebody had asked me that, and I just feel like that every female is different. I'm not the one that's seeking out to see what somebody is going to do for me. Me personally, if I start talking to somebody, it's because I really like that person. I'm not talking to this person to try to see what this person can actually do for me. Now, of course, I'm sitting back and I'm looking at the qualities of this person now. Okay, because I done got older. So now, I'm looking at the qualities. Back then, if you got a big dick or not, excuse my language, but
It's okay.
I'm trying to figure out, what's going on. But now I'm looking at the qualities of this person and try to, see if they just actually worth it, really.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason I've just taken a break from dating, because it's like, it's like, is this person really worth it nowadays? And nowadays it's like the answer is nobody's not really worth it. And it's
But
just,
don't
I don't
you
know.
think that you are who you attract, though? Who you are is
So
what you attract. Cause okay, so let me say this, right? Like you out in the club and you always finding your females in the club, but particular females you want them to stay at home. They're not gonna stay at home, especially if they're always in the club. It's gonna be kind of hard for them to stay at home. And then Matt, you met this person in the club. So why would you want this person to switch up? Now if you met
yeah.
this person was a homebody and stuff, then therefore you can't switch up to what this person is. And I want men and women to understand you are who you attract. So again, if you out in the club, of course you're gonna get somebody that's always in the club too. Shit, after that, y'all could probably fuck after the club. If you like a homebody type of person, like an introvert, like me, the podcasting, doing all that good stuff, you might find somebody that's actually doing that as well. But I just come to realize that men don't really believe they are who they attract.
Some men don't, but then it's like sometimes it's maybe you guys take a step back and be like, is this one really attracting? And also you just gotta find ways to better yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's like if
Right.
you don't like what you're attracting, better yourself. Cause I remember somebody had tell me that. Like you gotta just better yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you'll attract better.
Mhm. Mhm.
Or people you feel like that's worth your time, because sometimes I find that if you give people a chance, it's like you give them an inch, they want a whole mile. I'm like, and sometimes they only be worth it.
I feel like first impression is everything, and I'm also learning that you should believe a person who they show you the first time. We got to stop
Hmm.
giving chances out here. Because and we also have to stop living with people excuses. Because if it's a difference between reasoning. That it's a difference between a reason and an excuse. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, if you talking to somebody and they always hitting you with excuses, that person is not for you. But if you're talking to somebody and they have a reason, and if you feel like that's the reason, then and they're not always hitting you with excuses all the time, then boom, like there you go right there. Like, you can you find a ways to actually handle that person the way that you want to handle that person. But if a person always sitting up here and they always giving you, excuses, then that's something that's the red flag right there. And then if you get
Yeah.
into a relationship with that person and they still giving you excuses, this is something that you saw from the beginning. This is not nobody. It's kind of hard for everybody to actually just place a mask over their head.
Yeah, it is kind of hard for everybody just to place a mask over their head. And also you gotta believe people, and also people gotta read the room, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you gotta know what you're getting yourself into and dealing with somebody. Like if you're dealing with somebody that just come out of a breakup, of course they're gonna be cutthroat, and of course they're going to be on edge a little bit. They looking for your mistakes and stuff because they don't want to be hurt again, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
And
I
it's
agree.
crazy out here. And like,
It's like you said about like I don't know if you like if we get ready to get into this in regards like with the dating pool, like everybody say, oh, it's piss in it, it's shit in it. I feel like also like with that, you know, you are who you attract. I don't necessarily think that the dating pool got piss and shit in it. I just think that the dating pool is what I'm searching in. Maybe I need to get out of this pool and go into a more cleaner pool. And that means like surrounding yourself with people that you wouldn't mind dating.
hmm. So is that why sometimes people can get fed up with the dating pool as well as because
Because
they're
they don't
just
want
in
to
the
get out
pool?
that pool. They don't want to get out that pool, Victor. They want to stay in that pool so therefore they can continue to complain about how niggas ain't shit. They want to sit in that pool so they can continue to keep on complaining how bitches just want to use them for their money. Excuse me, y'all are not bitches, but this is how I talk. But they want to,
Hmm.
continue to keep on sitting in that pool and be like, oh, y'all bitches ain't shit, boom, boom, boom. And then go out and get the same type of bitch in the same pool. You got to get out that pool and go into a different pool and see
That's
whether or
so
not
true.
if this is something that you may like. You may have to switch up your atmosphere, your environment of who you hang around or the places that you hang out at.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Because if you keep doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different result, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is insanity. So you know what? Glow is definitely right. You gotta switch up your environments, and that's how we can improve the dating scene right there. You people gotta switch up their environments and also give the energy to the people that are giving you the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
it's like it is a mousetrap. You know what I'm saying? It's like a damn circle. But you know what I'm saying? People could run in circles if they just embrace who the universe has for them and who is giving them the energy because the person you like ain't always gonna do everything you want them to do. But I guarantee you the person that
Exactly.
likes you a little bit more, they're gonna go a little bit harder for you.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you know what? And I really feel like that's just how we gonna have to improve this dating scene because it's like, and also social media don't need to know everything, ladies and gentlemen, because
Toast
that's
to
something
that.
that
Drink your liquor, Victor. Cause toast to that.
yes. Yes,
Okay.
social media. Because I saw this story of this man talking about some. He had to drink to that one, but I had saw the story of this man talking about some. Hey, I just paid all this money for this chick, flew her out. She ain't trying to give up. Man, sir, you knew this kind of. You knew what was time it was, man. Listen, you know what? And if you don't, you better figure out her intentions. Y'all gotta discuss that shit. You know.
This exactly. I feel like this is something that should be discussed, but you know what? Females play hard to get. And at the end, it's just like they can talk that shit over a text message and stuff like that, over a phone call and things as such. But once they get there, me personally, I feel like you gotta make a person show what they talk about for real. And you also gotta make sure that, hey, like if I fly you out for real, like, hey, you already know what's up because I'm spending this money on you. And I had seen one skit, I feel like that was a skit or whatever. It was two girls and it was a dude. And they flew the dude out. And the dude did not want to fuck. The girl wanted the dude to fuck her and her friend. And the dude was like,
What?
oh hell no, like I ain't fucking you and your friend. And she was like, oh, this nigga, she had went live. Oh, this nigga ain't trying to give me no dick. Blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, what? Like with you and your friend, like was this not discussed before he even got on the plane?
I'm like, y'all need to discuss that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'm like, to Buddy, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you thinking? Do you know how many men I have begged that women for threesomes all the time? Man, you could
Yes.
have had you a
Yes.
threesome, bruh. I want to smack
Yes.
that nigga, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? There's part of me that want to smack that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't care what they look like. Like, look, you had two of them, bruh.
Yep, he had two of them. And she was like, my friend look good. I look good. And he don't want to fuck on us. And I was just like, just looking confused because it's just like, okay. But shit, if again, that should have been discussed before he came. Because he probably had intentions on only fucking you, not fucking you and your friend. Your friend may have been a surprise and you thought that that was going to be something that he was going to be down for. And when he, the rabbit got the gun type shit, like, I don't want to do that. Then, oh, you mad? Oh, this nigga sassy. Oh, he gay because he don't want to fuck both of us. This and that and the third. So, like you said, that it should be discussed to make sure that the intentions are the same.
Yeah, you know what? And I realized that too in dating as well. Like that's another way we can improve dating. Like know what you're after before you going out with somebody. Like set the tone. Like what do you want from this person? You know what I'm saying? Before you even go out with this person. Because I'd hate for you to spend $20 or $40 on a date, or hell, even $100 on a date, and you're not getting what you want. And I'll be like, because I wouldn't want to do that because I've been on that end as well, and it's not fun when you're spending a buku amount of money and you're not getting what you want out of it. So
Exactly, and especially if you know a person is spending that much money. Like I said, you just asked, is dating like more transactional and stuff like that? It can be, it cannot. Sometimes it can be, sometimes it don't have to be. But if I'm flying you out, nigga, and it costs to fly you out, and I'm getting this big boy room and all that shit, you already know what the fuck is up. You already know. You already know. This is something
hell
that we
yeah.
discussed. Cause if I fly you out and you flake on me, then I'm not gonna go on social media, nigga. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna take the penis either, but nigga.
I know. And honestly, and that's why I've been hesitant to fly women out myself, because I'm like, I'd love to fly women down the floor with you on the beach and stuff. I'm like, ma'am, but you gotta know what time it is, because ma'am, if I get this hotel on this beach, you already know what time it is, ma'am.
You
Come
already
on.
know what time it is. Quit acting slow.
Yes, quit acting slow, because I even had one chick years ago. She like, hey, you need to pay for my flight and my hotel. I'm like, okay, that's a lot, right? But you know what I'm saying? But nowadays it's like, hey, if it happens, it happens. Like
Mhm.
shit. Let a woman tell me,
Mhm.
hey, I want to fly you to this place. Like, hey, when and where? Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. For real. Like
Hell yeah,
I
let's
I don't
go.
get it. I don't understand it. Also with the women that's allowing for men to fly them out too. Like you selfish as fuck too. Don't use that man money just to get flown out and go to expensive restaurants and shit and don't give that man shit. Fuck you, bitch.
Hell yeah. And fuck all you ones that complain about the cheap spots, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, because guess what? That's what the man thinks, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and for
Hey,
those of you
take
who
me
get
to the
mad,
Waffle House. Take me to. I don't eat McDonald's, but if you want to pull up to somebody's drive-through, and if you want to back up in the parking lot, so therefore we can sit right there and eat chicken wings and talk about us, I am so down with that.
see, and a lot of women need your mindset, because a lot of these women nowadays, they want the roof Chris, they want the expensive ass dinners that probably be trash, because
Ruth
I've heard
Chris
people,
don't even hit like that. That's why I don't understand. It's just sometimes I don't even understand why they food as much as it is because it don't hit like that. But hey,
damn.
that's just my opinion, y'all. That's my opinion. Go out there and eat it for yourself if you want to. But hey, that's just
I
me.
saw them prices. I'm like, look, hell no. Because if I get this and it's trash, I'm gonna be mad with somebody. Hell no.
Exactly. Exactly.
I would not take that risk. Only time I would spend that much is if it's at a restaurant I know I can't get in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Then I might go ahead and spend it. You know what I'm saying? For
Exactly.
the experience. But if it's something I know I can get wherever, I'm not trying to spend that money.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
also, if somebody's really impressed by like Ruth Chris or Ocean Prime or something like that, that should tell you about their character. You know what I'm saying? That should tell you right there, because A real one ain't gonna give a damn where. They're just gonna be happy to see you and spend time wherever.
Wherever. Do you understand me? Wherever. We don't even have to. We can go in Target and just push the buggy and just look at stuff and just have a conversation with each other. That's who I am. That's who I always been. I always been a lover girl. Like I ain't never been the one to go after a man for his money, what type of car he drive, or anything like that in the matter. It's always been like what the personality is hitting like, all that. And I guess sometimes that's why I probably got, done over or whatever in my life. But I know what I was doing, and I know that my intentions are always pure. Always.
Yeah. And I feel that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and I've always been that nice guy, but now I'm to the point where I just want good vibes, you know what I'm saying? I've always told myself, I'm not gonna let one person, how a person treat me, dictate how the new person is gonna treat me, because the new person ain't did this, you know what I'm saying? The new person is innocent in this matter, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to sit here and make them pay for what this one jackass did to me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like
Exactly.
a lot of people, that's why they people get fucked up now, because a lot of people, they just trying to get their get back, or they're trying to get somebody before they get got, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it's crazy out here.
Mhm. Mhm. I agree.
It's like, I understand you get your get back, you know what I'm saying, but you gotta take some time, you know what I'm saying, go wild out if you got to do something to get it off your mind, you know what I'm saying, and just move the fuck on, you know what I'm saying?
Move
Because
on.
sometimes you'll get back, you know what I'm saying. You never know. You might need that get back. You need to, and that get back could be you elevating in life, because that literally happened to me earlier this year. There was this chick I thought she could have been the one, but she ghosted me, and then after she ghosted me, shit started falling into place. I'm like, ain't that some shit, you know?
Yeah, that's sometimes it happens like that. Life happens.
Yes, life does definitely does happen, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and also to my ladies out there, if you're gonna take somebody out this month, do it with genuine intentions, know what you want, you know what I'm saying, and express your intentions. Don't be sitting there wasting people's time nowadays.
Yeah,
Don't waste your
don't
time and
do
don't
it
waste your money.
because don't do it because you know that it's going to be something that's going to be given back to you in return. Do it because you want to do it.
And don't do it as no goddamn publicity stunt either, you know what I'm saying? Just for the gram or on
I'm gonna
social
make
media.
content and put it on TikTok. Like, no, just go out and just vibe. I just really don't believe that people be having the time of their lives if they have time to post everything. That's just my honest opinion.
You know what? You know what? You're right, because the realest times they weren't posting on social media.
They
Like,
wasn't posting on social media at all.
I remember back, like I said, I know we weren't even thought of, but the 70s and the 80s and stuff, man, when that cocaine was pure and stuff, and that shit was just so lit, man, them motherfuckers were posting that shit on social media.
What they going down the Soul Train line, just happy as they wanna be, just dancing. Yes,
They just
yes.
funking, they just having good times, good vibes. I'm like, God damn, I don't know. Maybe we grew up in the wrong era, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, shit, I want to know what's like beforehand, you know what I'm saying? Like before
hmm
everybody's businesses were out there, because
I mean, I
nowadays,
grew up in it. I mean, we had Black Planet, but people wasn't on Black Planet like that. I had AOL chat, but we didn't see each other. You had timelines and stuff, but now like it's just like social media is nothing but a facade. So
yes, is nothing but a facade. And ladies and gentlemen, nothing but scouting people to date. It's like you got to know who's in it for real nowadays, because people just be out here for show, and it's crazy.
hmm I
Because
agree.
although I'm a content creator, yes, but you'll never see me out here posting or who I'm dating or who I'm being with. And no, I'm not about to go live while I'm fucking somebody either. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, you know what I'm saying, because that lingered on my mind like how, you know what I'm saying. I know I talked about it in the
But
last
that lingered
episode.
on my mind like some minutes ago when you was talking about something, and I was just like, yeah, like I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, fucking on social media. Like it's just like with Shannon Sharp, like I get it. You didn't want to you got tired of the zesty allegations, so you want us to know that you was getting some pussy for real. Then if you seen the one with Cameron, it's just like, why would you like nigga?
And you know what's funny is now everybody talked about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it came up as a topic, but it's like now all them big pundits and talked about it. I'm like, come on now, the
It wasn't
man.
that deep. The man just got some pussy. And he was
That's all it
tired
was.
getting the pussy. So hey.
I could, yeah, damn, shit. He sounded like he was tired too, but I guess that's why he was. I guess that's why on his rebuttal he was promoting the hell out of that damn Viagra or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but fellas, if y'all eat better foods and take better care of yourselves and got the right vegetables, fruits and vegetables, y'all wouldn't need them goddamn pills, man.
At all. At
It's
all.
like I swear, TikTok and social media, they can really shut down the whole medical industry because it'll be plant based. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll heal you and then ain't no harsh side effects.
Exactly. I agree.
But that shit was just it was it
But
was it
don't
was
but don't
crazy.
fuck on don't Victor, you better not fuck on live.
Hell no, I'm not. Hell no. Listen, the only way that's gonna happen is if somebody cut me a check. If OnlyFans came to me with a check, then maybe. But hell no.
Yes,
Just
yes,
on
yes.
Instagram Live when it's just free? Hell no.
Right.
You better not do that shit either, Glo. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Hey,
nah. It's too many buttons to press to get the live. I'm good.
listen, I done see your step day. You know what I'm saying? You better not be on Snapchat fucking live either. You know what I'm saying? I know it's your birthday weekend and all. You know what I'm saying? I know it's your birthday weekend. All. If you get some birthday love and get some for me too, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
hey,
I got you. I got you.
we're gonna manifest it for December. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I
Manifest.
manifest all the pussy in your life for December.
Hell yeah, but because you know what, there are some things that just need to be private. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need that leaking out. Because now people out here judging it, and of course they trying to figure out who you fucking. I'm like, bro.
Shit, they found out who he was fucking. Somebody I had reposted it. Like somebody went to go on his followers on Instagram, found the girl, and posted the picture of the girl. You
I
know,
swear.
it's you know, motherfuckers find shit quick like this. It's all it does is just take a snap of a finger, boom, boom. If you got detectives on this motherfucker, okay?
I swear they need to be working for the FBI. I'm
They
like,
need to be doing
eh,
something because
they
sitting at a call center is not their career.
hell no. I'm like, FBI, y'all need to be doing something. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I don't know what y'all doing in y'all real life, but y'all got these damn detective skills and stuff. Y'all need to be a private investigator or something
Yes,
like that,
sir.
you know?
Yes,
Cause
sir.
y'all sitting here wasting talent. Because I was surprised how fast they found the damn girl. I'm like,
Yeah,
but what if
they found her quick.
yeah, but what if comes out and denies it? Yeah.
He ain't denying he said her name too many times, but hey, that ain't my business.
And what's funny is all the other chicks named Michelle was coming out saying it wasn't me. I'm
It
like,
wasn't me. Like nobody don't care if it was you or not.
I'm
Nobody care
like,
about
hey,
that.
damn if it was, and damn if it wasn't. Hey, just get that nut for us, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you. One for the
Yeah.
road. I'm good with
Hell
it.
yeah. Hey, just enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't know what's wrong with these people, you know. So tell the people what you got planned for the remaining year with your podcast.
Just basically recording and releasing, and again, you know, I recorded books or whatever, and just recording and just getting, you know, the conversation out about these relationships and people that's being married got their own perspective, and people that's single got their own perspective, and people that got, you know, in a relationship with their boyfriend girlfriend got different perspectives. So just make sure y'all come and just holler at me. Y'all see the name on the screen. It's Conversations with Glo. I am a really dope, vibrant person for real. Like I just want to get to know you and get to know what you think about a lot of stuff. So It's really just conversations, really.
Yes, yes. And the last thing I will say this because I forgot to say this as well. Respect people's perspective. You know what I'm saying? If you are somebody that if you hear somebody's perspective, you're gonna come up there and bash them. Just shut the fuck up. Don't even listen to what they
Exactly.
gotta say. Respect their perspectives because even people, everybody has a perspective. Because single people weren't always, you know what I'm saying. If people that are single, we've had our relationship experiences as well. You know what I'm saying.
I
With us
don't
why
think
we're
that
single, you
people
know.
know how to respect that though. It's easier said than done because I ain't gonna say that I don't respect people perspectives because again, this is what I do. I try, I get other people perspectives. But like I said, I also try to do things to turn that perspective around and see my point of view.
Yeah, and I know it can be hard, but it's like, hey, there was a point in time that we were all in relationships. You know what I'm saying? There was a point in time, and also you gotta take it. And sometimes we might give you our perspective because we love you and we want the best for you. So we want better for you than we want for ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
And a lot
I
of people don't know
agree.
how to do that. You know. And
Yep.
also to the family members out there, some of y'all need to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, you know
All
what?
family members need to shut the fuck up. But hey, that's a different story for a different time.
Yeah, we might have to talk about that again on your podcast because there's some in my family. They love to hear my podcast. Then when they see me in person, they love to talk shit about it. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up. If you thinking the most productive thing you can do for me is support and
It's
share and tell
support.
your
It's
people you my
support
family.
and share. Support and share.
You coming to me telling me trying to downplay my experiences, all that's gonna do is make me not want to fuck with you on the long way. That's
And
all
make
that's
me
gonna
go
do.
harder. Period.
It is. It really is. So to my cousins out there, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all tech talk us to shut the fuck up if you gonna hate on me, you know what I'm saying? So and also if anybody gonna hate on Glow, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? But once again, Glow, I want to thank you for coming on Liquor Talk, blessing the Liquor Talk with your
No
presence. I know
problem.
it's your birthday weekend. You took time out. You're blessed with us. I hope you turn up this weekend. And whenever you need me for the conversations with Glow, need me to come on have another conversation, you already know where I'm at. And for those of you who
Yes,
don't know where
sir.
I'm at, I might be in Florida, but I'm always down to have a conversation. If you're trying to come on Liquor Talk, y'all let me know. Let's get this liquor pulled up, and we're gonna keep it moving. Um, Thank you, Glow.
You welcome, baby. You have a good weekend.
I definitely will. And thank you to all the listeners out there. Thank you to everybody that's been checking in with us. Tell us what you think, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the people. This has been Liquor Talk. This has been Grown Folks Conversation with some liquor. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace out.